Morning, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing well. Thank you so much for the love on the last video, which was me renovating and restoring our kitchen worktops. Yeah, it took a couple of days for my body to get back to normal, a couple of days for my shoulders and my elbows to stop aching from all of the scraping and all of that jazz, like my wrists, everything. Like, how unfit. But then, can you work out to prepare yourself for that? I'm not so sure. Today's video is all about paint colours. I've got an extra couple of bits at the beginning because I did film. I haven't really spoken to you guys about our Christmas or our Boxing Day, what we got up to, and I was filming it with the intention of showing you guys, but then it never came because I went straight into a DIY. So even though we are now nearly in February, I figured I would add in some footage that I took on Boxing Day. So Boxing Day here in the UK, and I think Australia, Canada and many other countries celebrate Boxing Day the day after Christmas, and it's a public holiday. So we went to this gorgeous little town in Northamptonshire for the annual Boxing Day tradition, that is. So I'm going to show you some footage of that now as well. And then I want to talk you through the colours that I've chosen in tester pots. So they're here, and I would really love for you guys to help me make a decision. So if you don't really care about what I did Boxing Day and you don't want to watch that snippet, I'll put the timestamp here where you can just skip all of this and get to the paint. This is a bit of a chatty video, more of a chatty video than before. There's no music involved in this video. So I'm just talking to you about a few things that's been happening, and then we're going to look at the paint colours, and I want you to help me decide. The question I got was about the floors. When are we having them fixed? So if you guys were watching late last year, we had our floors redone throughout the ground of the house because of the dishwasher leak. It was a whole thing, so go check that video out if you missed it. Found the leak, ripped the dishwasher out, had all the new floors laid down. I think that was the beginning of November. Was it November? Oh, my sense of time is gone. Yeah, it was November. Yeah, because we just got back from Scotland, where we hired the van. We got back from Scotland and I had about 4 days to clear out the entire ground floor of our house, out into the garden. Yes, first week of November. So the floors went down first week of November. Beautiful, loved it. It took 3 days. And about a week later, we noticed that the floor in the kitchen started dipping. So there's areas where then the wood isn't quite joined. It's laminate wood, not real wood. And there's lots and lots of dips, and it's becoming more and more prominent as time goes on. So I went back in December and I said, this is what we've got. I showed him video. He said they would come, rip the floor back out from, say, the sink of the kitchen out to the back door. So not the whole of the ground floor, but just where the sink is in the kitchen to the back door. Do you remember where I found the manhole cover? That's where the problems are. But truth is, I didn't know that manhole cover was there because the old floor didn't have, there was nothing on the old floor to give me any idea that there was something underneath. So obviously it is probably because of the manhole cover. However, it shouldn't have been a problem, you know, because the old floor never showed that there was anything under there. Anyway, cut a long story short, they said, do you want it done before Christmas? I could not cope with that idea. I was like, absolutely not. I'm busy. I've got so much going on. Hectic. You know, I probably wasn't. I was probably scrolling TikTok for 10 hours. But your brain tells you that you can't do anything before Christmas because it's kind of crazy. And he said, if not, January would be perfect because they're obviously busy. And I was like, January works for me. But then as soon as January came, I went like bull in a china shop, declutter, like Swedish death clean. Wanted to redo my worktops, and I'm just wiping a watermark off of there now. Wanted to redo my worktops. I wanted to declutter. I've gone through my wardrobes. Didn't film that. I've got rid of so much stuff. I'm very much in a get rid of it all mode, that the idea of bringing the flooring people back at this point was just a bit overwhelming. So I'm going to give them a call this week, or just pop in there this week and arrange a date for them to come back and fix the kitchen floor. So I didn't mean for that to be an essay or a dissertation, but that is the story with the kitchen floor. It is getting fixed. They just told me, come in January, anytime, let us know when you're ready, we'll come back and we'll fix it. Other than that, this video is really going to be a little bit about Boxing Day, a little bit about what's been happening back here, and then the paint colours that I would love you to help me choose, because this has to be it. This has to be it. I now know exactly what I want to do in the hallway, and I'm ready. I just need you guys to I guess choose a paint colour, but also I'm hoping you guys are going to validate me on what I'm thinking for the paint colour. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the video. This was my third ever Boxing Day tradition at the Geddington Squirt in Geddington, which is a small, quaint, old stone village in Northamptonshire. I believe this village was first recorded in 1080. Don't quote me on it. This is the Geddington Squirt. This is a 40-year-old tradition on Boxing Day every single year, where two volunteer fire stations or fire services, so we've got Kettering Fire Service and Geddington Fire Service, they come together and they basically have what we can only class as a duel through the river. So the town has a river running through it, and it's basically a huge water fight. A barrel is lifted up over the river, and then each fire service have to use their hoses. The water comes out of the river, so there's no wastage. Use their hoses to blast the barrel down the rope to the other side of the river. Yeah, it's kind of like a water airborne tug of war. Whoever gets the barrel to the other side of the river first wins. And this is where the crane was lifting up the wire with the barrel on it. And honestly, I started off on the bridge, but I couldn't cope. I thought, let me get sneaky. And I thought I was real clever here, coming to get myself a really sly little spot down under the bridge where I got full view of the water fight. Now you can see the red barrel hanging from the rope, and it was nearly time for round one of the Geddington Squirt competition. The fire engine you see across the other side of the river, it's an old vintage fire engine, and of course this side is a bit more modern. But here we go. This is where they hoses in the air trying to hit that barrel to the other side. And there were people standing in front of me now. I was quite happy because I thought, oh, I'm going to get wet. I'm going to get wet. But it was all right. I didn't get wet at all. And I thought that was a miracle. But I was very encouraging of people who wanted to stand in front of me because I figured I could just hide behind them if the firemen decide to go off. Well, just keep watching because this is where it all went wrong. I mean, I thought it might, but I was hoping it wouldn't. I actually thought I got drenched, but when I saw Tim and his daughter and the kids were absolutely saturated, and it was a freezing cold day. So we drove home, and there's nothing I love more than these Northamptonshire country lanes. They're just so beautiful. We got back to the house and we had an amazing Boxing Day picky bits dinner with so many friends and family. So rolling on to pretty much real time, we had a storm here in the UK called Storm Henk. We're actually expecting another storm tonight, Storm Isha, which I'm kind of nervous about. Storm Henk obliterated my local woods. Now, if you watch my videos regularly, you will often see me walking in the woods with George. And I honestly was shocked when I came into the woods a couple of days later. I couldn't even enter the woods. There was no pathways. The trees had been totally destroyed, and it brought down one of the biggest, oldest trees in the entire woods. And I honestly got a shock when I walked around the corner and saw that they'd taken this tree down. And I'm selfish because the first thing I thought was, wow, look at all that wood. I could turn that into a bowl. But it was all just too big and too far into the woods for me to be able to carry them out. They were massive and heavy, but absolute devastation in the woods. And it was so sad to see. The woods where I live, they aren't necessarily looked after that much anyway. They don't do much coppicing. They don't really maintain it. But yeah, never mind. And it was freezing. This is me telling you it was freezing. George was well and truly wrapped up. He doesn't mind wearing a jumper, but when it comes to being at home, he does not like being covered up at all. Like, if we think he's cold and we put a blanket on him, absolutely not. He will get out from under that blanket. He's never been one to huddle under a blanket or find comfort under covers.
He will not accept being covered up. But I am loving this winter sun. Everything is covered in a layer of frost and ice, and this is me. Honestly, guys, I need help. I love the way the shadows make me look so tall. But yeah, coming back from our walk, seeing this absolute devastation again, and just wishing I had a chainsaw and a wheelbarrow so I could actually take it all home with me. This was later that evening, but the most exciting thing for me is that the bridge in our woodland has been repaired, because this was shut off since the last storm last year, like late 2023. There was a storm and a tree came down over the bridge and crushed the bridge into oblivion. And finally, after about 3 months, it has been repaired and I can now access the back of the woods that I couldn't before. It was kind of cut off for me because I didn't want to get down into this dirty swamp to get across there. But yay to a new bridge. I am only hoping that when Storm Isha hits tonight that it just doesn't cause any more major damage, because it has been really bad here lately. Anyway, back to reality and back to the house.
Morning. This is the face of someone who had to wake up at 7 a.m. to go to B&Q. This is the face of someone who's been putting it off. I ordered some paint tester pots. I know I said in a previous video that I've chosen my paints. Clay figurine for the hallway and Dance with the Wind for the bathroom. But this is my issue, guys. Even though I fell in love with those paints and I'm scrolling and I'm still scrolling, I'm always on Pinterest and I'm on TikTok and I'm seeing all these colours and I'm like, but that's pretty, but that's nice. So I have ordered 3 tester pots for the hallway and you guys can help me decide. And I've ordered a different green for the bathroom because the more I looked into Dance with the Wind, it was very yellowy, very, I don't know what the term is, but it's very yellowy green. If you want to look up Dance with the Wind by Valspar, you'll see what I mean. It's a icky green. It looked good on this TikTok that I saw, but it's actually quite icky. So I'm tired, but I'm awake enough to drive. It's just that I've been meaning to come to B&Q for the last few days to pick up my tester pots, and it's Saturday now. Saturday in Lakeside is an absolute no. There's no way I could come to Lakeside on a Saturday any later than 9 a.m. Like 9 a.m, park up, get in, get out, get home. The traffic is crazy. So I googled what time B&Q open, and they open at 7, and I thought I could do that. I could do 7. So I've just pulled up in the car park and I've just got a text to say, gentle reminder that your tester pots are still waiting for you. we will refund you if you do not come in the next 2 days. I was like, okay. So we're at B&Q. Let's go get the tester pots, and then I want to have a little mooch. I'm not going to look at any more paint colours though. And yeah, please excuse the woke up at 6:30 a.m. puffy face.
You know, there is something so rewarding about getting to the shops as soon as they open. But yeah, this is me not feeling it. Thinking, why did I do this to myself? Why didn't I just come late in the evening? They open till 8 p.m. I could have just come the night before, but then I got distracted with pretty lights and kept having to keep myself on track and remind myself why I was here. And ooh, pretty cushions. And I do love the botanicals. I'm loving these gorgeous Hessian rugs right now. Yeah, but let's head to the wood, and oh my goodness, guys, they've finally got these panels in. I do not plan on buying one, but these are very much on trend right now, this kind of wall paneling feature. But for £90, no. I will literally make them myself much cheaper, and I don't like the black background on them all because that's not the vibe I would be going for. And wall panel kits. Now, when I came to do my bedroom wall paneling, they had them on the website, but they didn't have them in my store. So I bought the wood and got the guy to cut it in the store. And thank goodness I did, because these prices, oh my gosh, best part of £19 for 6 pieces of wood. 6 pieces of wood. Guys, when I got my wood cut, I do believe I had 28 or 29 cuts for £27. £27. I mean, you cannot beat that price. There's no way I would buy these kits. They are handy if you've just got a really small space, but to be honest, I would need to buy about 5 of these to do my hallway, and that's a lot of money when you add it all up. So I will be getting them to cut my wood, but it is the shaker style I want. I've been living on Pinterest. If you do not have a Pinterest, where are you? It's full of inspiration. I just type in things like hallway inspiration or paneling hallway inspo. This is what I love, this more narrower gaps between the panelled woods compared to the bedroom upstairs that's got the big one. Now, this is what I like as well. This is that panel that you just saw from B&Q, but again, I will be doing it myself. Equally, I want that just as I enter my hallway, and I want it the same colour as the wall. I don't want it natural wood. And for us, a hallway is entryway if you're in America. I don't know if Canada say it as well, or Australia, but we say hallway in the UK. So just as you go in your front door, that's your hallway. For other people, it might be an entryway, just to give you an idea of the space I'm talking about. But yeah, these doors were cool because at some point I want to make my own bathroom cabinet. And it's good to know I can just crack in and buy a door like that and just stick it on. Got the goods. We are heading home with my tester pots, and I'm so glad they didn't actually throw them away or, give me a refund. This is the area. So straight over there, you'll see Costco's, and then turning right, we've got IKEA. So B&Q, IKEA, Costco's are all here together on the same plot. And I think this is what I'm going to miss the most when we do eventually move away, because there's nowhere else that has this. Very few cities in the UK have an IKEA. Like, there aren't actually that many IKEAs here. And I know that if we do move to where I want to move to, there is not an IKEA. We would have to drive at least an hour and a half to our nearest IKEA. So many of you guys talk about the fact that when I show driving in my videos, it makes you nervous because we drive on the left, and I get it. Like, when I watch videos of people driving on the right, like, it's the same kind of thing. But yes, we drive on the left here, and many other countries do. But I just wanted to show you this route because when I said coming to Lakeside on a Saturday after 9 o'clock is a no-no, this is why. You can see how far I have driven. And when I tell you the traffic on the other side of the road, so the cars coming towards me on the other side of the road, this would be gridlocked, chock-a-block, bumper to bumper by 9:30 a.m. That is why I cannot come to Lakeside any later than like 8, 9. Plus, I feel nice and smug when I get in and out and I'm home by the time most people are even waking up. I'm making myself a nice cup of tea in my big fat juicy mug, and we are about to crack open these paint samples. I need your help, guys. I need you to let me know in the comment section down below which one you like. So we've got the clay figurine, we've got green mantles specifically for the bathroom, we've got rabbit's foot and elephant's breath. Now, elephant's breath is a farrow and ball colour. I'm not paying for farrow and ball, so Valspar mixed it up for me in a tester. So first up, this is the clay figurine. Then we've got elephant's breath, which first sight looks exactly the same, but actually it is a little bit darker than clay figurine. So clay is on the right, elephant's breath is on the left. Clay figurine looks a lot paler once on paper. Then we've got rabbit's foot, and at this point I was like, I think I've got 3 identical colours. Now, the green mantle, like I said, is for the bathroom, but again, that's a project for another day. Right now I'm focusing on my hallway colour. The hallway colour I also want to go up and into the bedrooms, so it's not just for the hallway, it's for the bedrooms as well. First, yes, I'm doing this on my brand new finished worktop because, oh my god, I don't know why. That's what's wrong with me, guys. That is what's wrong with me, but don't worry, it wipes off a dream because it's all sealed. Elephant's breath, again, it's like this gorgeous brown tone, very calm, very neutral. Next up, we've got the clay figurine. Now, the clay figurine is the colour that I told you guys I had chosen. This was it. This was my dream colour. As soon as I started painting it on the paper, to me, it looked very, very similar to elephant's breath, but I could see some green in there. I don't know if it was just my eyes, so let me know what you see. Rabbit's foot is another beautiful, calm, neutral shade. Very, very classy. I can imagine this everywhere. But once I started painting it on paper, I saw ballerinas. I saw pink ballet slipper. So clay figurine on the right, definitely green. I'm seeing green in there. Can you guys see it? Please let me know I'm not going crazy. Rabbit's foot is stunning. It's a delicate, gorgeous colour, but very ballerina. And elephant's breath was that neutral, very, very neutral greyish beige that I was going for throughout, so that when prospective buyers do walk into our house, it's like a, this is beautiful. So we're in the bathroom, which I am loving. I decided to paint this one straight on the wall. I didn't have the guts to paint the others straight on the hallway wall because I don't know how long it's going to be before you guys make the decision for me. I've decided, take it away from me, you guys make it. This green for me was an immediate no. It looked beautiful on the website, beautiful on Pinterest, in the pot even, it looked beautiful. But I was really looking for more of this kind of earthy, neutral, shady tone. And I think I'm going to go more down the sage or the eucalyptus. Okay, hallway colours. At the top, we've got clay figurine, rabbit's foot, and then elephant's breath. This is the darkest area of our house, directly under the stairs. I've just got a lamp under there. And then this is at the bottom of the stairs. It's quite a light, airy space. So again, they're all in the same order. This is where the rabbit's foot truly looks so pink, and the clay figurine looks so green. Whereas the elephant's breath for me stayed the same in pretty much every space. This is the most direct sun anywhere in my house. So this is the wall directly opposite the window at the top of the stairs, and that pink is screaming ballerina. But again, the clay figurine looks green to me, and the elephant's breath remained this calming neutral. So let me know what you guys think. This area here is right at the top of the stairs by the boiler cupboard, a very typical UK house. Boiler cupboard at the top of the stairs, right at the top, a bit shadowy, bit shady. This is what they're looking like. And I think this is where you can really tell all three colours apart the most, is on this wall. But again, pink. That rabbit's foot is pink. The elephant's breath is just holding its own, it's holding its colour, and the clay figurine is coming across as green. This is the entryway stroke hallway to our house. So you come in the front door, living room is on the left, stairs are on the right, typical UK house. And this is the wall that is gonna be, I want this wall to be the wow wall, so when prospective buyers walk in, they like it immediately, and it's that impact, it's that wow impact. It's meant to be so important to get that first initial impression. Now, I'm going to bring this colour out into the kitchen. The kitchen is going to stay green, but up to this point here, so all the way from the front, all the way down, where I'm pointing, is going to be panelling and that one colour. So that when you walk in, your eyes are drawn, and it's almost like, wow, this house goes all the way back. The kitchen itself remains green, but this is my utility area, so I figured I would break it up away from the main kitchen. Now, the main point of this is, because you guys know we got real floors. No, we did not. We got new floors, laminate. And the colour we've got at the moment is DULUX Perfectly Taupe. It's grey. Very, very grey, and I don't feel like it goes with this floor. It's not warm enough. That is why I want to warm up the entire space, and this is what they're looking like against the floor, which runs throughout the whole of the downstairs. And at this point, I'm telling George, pick a colour, George. He knows. I'm like, pick a colour. Go pick a colour. He's like, but I'm not allowed, because I already said to him, leave them. But yeah, he picked this one up. Of course, we all know he's not actually picking the colour, but he did grab one. And of course, I said, thank you so much. You've picked clay figurine. So yeah, George picked clay figurine. Let me know what you guys are thinking about these colours. Remembering I wanted a warm, neutral tone to really complement the floor that would work in a huge area. It's going all the way through the hall, all the way up the stairs, and into both bedrooms to make it more of a cohesive colour. Oh, what was that? Oh, elephant's breath, George. Oh, okay. You guys let me know in the comments.
They are the paint colours. I am, of course, filming the outro at the same time as the intro, so I still have my cup of tea. Heaven is a place on earth, and it's usually inside a cup of tea. Right, they're the paint colours. I don't know if I gave anything away in my descriptions of the colours, but please let me know in the comment section which colour you think would be classic, which colour would work throughout the whole entire space. And based on what you guys write in the comment section over the next 24 to 48 hours, I'm hoping to go and buy the paint this week. So today is Sunday. This video is going out tonight at 5 o'clock. And hopefully Tuesday, Wednesday or Thursday, I'm going to go and buy the paint. I will be buying the Valspar Premium. So it's going to be a nice wipe clean surface because the walls going up our stairs are disgusting. Like this, all the hands for 8 years, the oil from your skin going up the stairs. No, I'm going to be buying the premium Valspar paint in that colour. I just don't know. I'm hoping that you guys will know me and that you'll choose the colour that I'm thinking that we might all go with together. And then you can help me paint my walls. That's not actually a bad idea. Send out my address. I'll provide gloves and rollers at the door. It was a bit of a shorter video this week, but that is truly because I've been very kind of torn and focused on my other channel, trying to get ahead on that channel and trying to write lists and get things done for the house as well as decluttering without filming, which is terrible. I should really be filming everything. Sometimes you just want to crack on and get stuff done, but that's it. The next plan of action for me and this house really will be buy the paint colours, make a decision. I think the bathroom green, that was too much for me. That was an icky green, immediately no. So I'm definitely going to look back at some other greens. I might even just buy the green that we've got in our kitchen, which is Good Earth by Valspar, because I like it. Like I'm standing here like, why do I not just buy the green that we've already got and I know what it looks like on a wall? That's the plan. Next week I'll probably do some organisation, and if you want me to film a declutter with me, because I really want to go through our kitchen cupboards. Our kitchen cupboards are desperado bad, really bad. There's so much stuff in there that we just don't use, especially this corner cupboard, the cupboard I hate. So that's probably going to be next week's video, as well as a couple of other bits. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed and I will see you then. Bye.